Hello, gamers. It's me, Lifeskiller79. It's my show. Man, been back. Glad to be back. Um, really had intentions on doing a video last week. Just got caught up. Have a few things that I'm transitioning through. A few changes that's happening in my household. So really didn't have as much time as I normally would like to have. And then I'm trying to transition with a new dog. We just got a new dog, so trying to break her in and stuff like that. But anyway, last week or last Saturday, I got to attend the screwattack gaming convention. I just want to go ahead and dive right into that and talk about that a little bit. Talk about the pickups that I got, show some footage and stuff like that from the event. I was able to get a little bit of things here and there. I'm hoping I'll be able to upload my photos and stuff like that as well. But anyway, what basically happened at the SGC. I went with my good friend Owen. We both went together. First thing we had to do, we had to register. We had to go ahead and register in, even though I had already. My wife actually had surprised me with tickets for Father's Day. You know, do your check-in, and so we both checked in. And much to my surprise, I actually got to see Adam Sessler. It was funny because he was just right there, and it was just like one of those brushing moments where you just say hi. And for those who don't know who Adam Sessler is, he's one of the big gaming guys, I guess you can say, in the gaming world. He used to be a host of X Play on G4 TV for the longest time. Just recently, last year, he had his departure due to other reasons, and he now has his own other thing going on. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So that was a good way to start it off. So what me and my friend decided to do was first we wanted to go down to the first floor because they had two floors going on. The first floor, they called it Indie Heaven, and as soon as you walked in, you saw nothing but like indie developers, and a lot of their games were like in their beta stages or their, their testing stages and stuff like that. One of the first guys I ran into, he actually had a mobile game. I'm trying to look for the keychain. If I can read it. Give me just a second. I got this glare that light in my eye. I'm just gonna hold it up. Hopefully you can see that. Anyway, just kind of make a long story short on that. He actually had an anime game that was like kind of like Street Fighter, but it was for a mobile device. So they're in the early stages of working on that. I think he said it would be ready in September. But anyway, he put my name down for a drawing, and I had a chance to, because he does like a lot of anime art and stuff like that. So I had a chance to either win an anime poster or a keychain, and I chose a keychain because I'm not really into anime. I was thinking I should have just grabbed a picture and went on ahead and went with that. But anywho, they had they had games that were ready to play. What made their games different that was kind of unique, instead of normally how you have to move with your thumbs in order to toggle on the screen because you're playing like a mobile game, they had all the buttons already there, like at the bottom. Like if you wanted to move left or right, or if you wanted to kick or punch and stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. I think I took some footage of that. I don't remember, but yeah, theirs were a little bit different, and you could do the combos together and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Then we walked around the area a little bit more. We found some other indie developers. I could tell some people had flown in from other places, like other states, other countries, and stuff like that. Some Japanese stuff was going on, which is pretty cool. They had let's see, they also had like Halo. They had like the Halo battle thing going on. They also had the Call of Duty battle thing going on. And then what was really cool is that they had every system there. Like you could play a game from every generation, from like Atari all the way up to current gen. They even had like the Wii U. They had dance games going on. They had Rock Band, Guitar Hero, DJ Hero. Um, there was another indie developer that was there. They had this iPod game. It was like for the people that's into it's not necessarily Simon Says, but it's more of a memory game. But the cool thing is it has um, like Japanese music going on at the same time. But what it is that you could see like an iPad screen, and it had the squares lined up, and you could tap on each square that appeared, and so pretty much you had to keep up. And at first, I was just playing with my left hand, but then eventually I started playing with both hands, and then I started figuring it out. So they only had one round because it was just still in its beta stages, but it was really cool. I mean, it got me involved, and they had like the big wolf speakers going on and stuff like that. So I played some games on the, as far as the consoles go. I played some of, let's see, I finally got to play Power Stone, which one of my good friends Javier was telling me about for the Dreamcast. I played some games on the Sega Saturn, on the Super Nintendo, the PlayStation 2. I think they did have, me and my friend, we went head to head on the first Mortal Kombat on the Sega Genesis, and we just joked around about the graphics and stuff like that. Then on the other side, they had like arcade machines, unlimited play. It was free play. A couple dudes that I met or ran into, we did a couple battle rounds on Soul Calibur 2, and then they also had other games like let's see, The Simpsons. They had some shooter games. They had this weird Pinocchio game where it was at old school where you had to move with the toggles, but your power up or your kick buttons and stuff like that was in the big button, and he did the combos and stuff like that. Kind of a little bit of Street Fighter element to it and stuff like that. So that was all on the first floor, and that's why they called it Indie Heaven, because you know they had the indie games there, and then they had every game there. We stayed there for a couple hours. I mean, because it was just crazy. I mean, you got lost in there, and they had strategy games, they had PC games and stuff like that as well. Then on the second floor, they had the panel discussions. Let's see, Angry Video Game Nerd was there. Adam Sessler was there. I saw the Game Chasers. Retro TV was there. A lot of people had booths set up and stuff like that. And so on some of the footage, you'll see where they had another battle going on with the Street Fighter, where it had two screens, one screen on this side and one screen on this side. And so you could sit down and you were going head to head, but you were looking at two separate screens. So it was pretty cool. They even had like, then you could see that other people had like retro games on display where you can go ahead and buy, and then all the way to current gen stuff as well. So yeah, that was going on. They also had t-shirts being sold. They also did autographs and stuff like that. I mean, everything was crazy. I pretty much enjoyed the experience. I'll never forget it. It was a good time. Me and my friend, we've been best buds for like 20 plus years, so it was a good opportunity for him to see it, because this was considered my second one, and I think we're supposed to have another one in September. Hopefully I get heads up on that and do some footage on that. But let me go ahead and show you the footage now. He's trying to hide that hair. What's that? Good. I ain't even gotta do that. What'd you say? Nah, you good. I'm
too. So
All right. Hopefully, you guys like the footage and everything that I uploaded, and it looks good. Um, Now I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the games that I picked up from some of the retro people. Not to mention, there was people that had like mint. I mean, like seriously mint condition. It was so mint that the guys they put like they drape their games with plastic over and stuff like that. One of the first games that I actually ended up picking up because I'm actually a big Metal Slug fan. I went on and got Metal Slug Anthology. So it's got, let's see, just to go down, it's got Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, 4, Metal Gear 1 through 5. And 2 is actually my favorite for those that don't know. I actually already have it downloaded on the PS3, and this one did come complete. I paid a little bit for it. I think I paid, matter of fact, I still have the price on it still. I paid 17 for it, which is not too bad. You know, I'm gonna definitely put some time into it and stuff like that. So I was glad to add that to my collection. I was just hoping because having so many PS2 games, sometimes you forget which games you got because I have made the mistake of buying games twice. I've bought games 3 times on numerous occasions. A good game that my friend and I saw, we both saw it and we both were going to grab for it, and he actually had another game. Well, he actually had the same game. Was Chrono Cross, and I actually been looking for this for the PS1. It did come complete. The only thing is, he charged me $10 because, of course, he has several duplicates, and then there's a crack in it right there. But I don't care. I mean, I'm it's gonna sit on my shelf, and then I'm gonna play this game and keep that in my collection. But it did come complete. We got the game, got the booklet, and then we got the other disc there. So I can't wait to play this. Square Enix, can't go wrong with a Square Enix game. They always have great graphics that last over time. A game that I've been looking for, and I finally found it at a reasonable price because I've seen it, passed it up because I just felt like, oh, no. But I used to have so much fun with this. When I had a Nintendo, I did have this game, and it's actually called TNC Surf Designs. If you look at the spine is in good condition, but the game on the outside, it needs to be cleaned down. I'll probably go ahead and spend some time on this. If you guys had a Nintendo back in the day and you remember this game was a lot of fun. It was definitely a two-player head-to-head kind of game. You could get a lot of hours in on this game, and I recently played it. I don't know if I played it on my emulation or I think I played it at the store. Somebody had it at the store or something like that. But this game definitely lives up, and I love it. For me, my favorite character, as you can see, is the monkey on there, and I like the surfing part. Now, the next game that I got at the same booth, because I got 3 of these games from him. I got Suzuki Superbikes for the PS2, and it did come complete. And those later on, I found because I don't like very many race car games, but I do like the Burnt Out franchise, their series and stuff like that. So I saw Burnt Out for $5 for the GameCube, and I thought I can't go wrong with that. It's got yes, it's complete. It's got the booklet in there. It's got a manual in there. It's got some precaution booklet in here. I guess because it's a race car game and it's for the GameCube. Just wanted to come with a little warning and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I was glad to add that. And one game that I saw under a stack of other games, because this guy, he had his stuff set up real professional. He had all these anime games. He had a lot of Super Nintendo games in box, and they were really in good condition. But they were like, he kind of had them in a stair step way where you barely could see the game behind it if you wasn't staring. And I just happened to see X-Men for the Sega Genesis inbox, complete inbox. I don't have very many games inbox for the Sega Genesis. I have a lot of loose cartridges. I would love to have the games inbox, but down here in Texas, they throw away a lot of the boxes so that they can have more space. But as you can see, this bad boy has everything. Let's see. It's got the booklet. It's got a poster. And it's got a consumer reply card. I guess it's like a survey card. And it's even still got the little sticker on there and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm glad to add that to my collection. But other than that, those were the games I picked up. Man, I had a blast. I even asked my friend at the end of the day, I was like, man, did you have a good time? Memories that I'm going to take away from there is just the overall experience of the indie games. That was like a big standout for me because I pretty much, at this point, I played almost every console there is. Like the common consoles. I mean, we got other consoles like 3DO, Jaguar, and stuff like that I'll probably never ever play. I don't know if I don't ever get my hands on it. But a lot of the common stuff I got to play, just being able to play a game before it came out, those are memories that's going to stand out to me. And then just being able to talk to common, like-minded gamers just like myself, I thought that was pretty cool. So other than that, that's my life as a gamer. Tell me what's going on in your life as a gamer. I'm Lifeschool 79, and I'm out.